It's time, my friends, for another Devo tip on the sacred conspiracy to plunder the cosmic powers. Ephesians 4 1 through 8. When you think about it, how in the world did they build the great pyramids in Egypt? They are such an astonishing feat, given the limited technology and lack of tools of the ancient world. Well, according to Elon Musk, aliens built the pyramids. Obviously, he tweeted a few years ago. Okay, well, now I understand why he rebranded Twitter. X is code for X Files. No? Well, I think I better stick with the real conspiracy called the sacred conspiracy, the secret plot to fill creation with God's glory. But how will this happen? By divvying out the plunder from Calvary. Plunder? What plunder? Zoinks, as Scooby-Doo would say. Yes, a chase is inevitable. The imagery of divine warfare is presented throughout Ephesians. We've been learning that. So Christ's defeat of the cosmic powers is the backdrop to chapter 4 as well. His victory is our victory. And as far as our winnings are concerned, it's way more than a ticker tape parade. Paul urges us to walk in a manner worthy of our calling as one unified body, while accentuating the one we are following, who is over all and through all and in all. Paul is reminding us of the defeat of the dark powers once again. This reading makes good sense of what follows. Paul says grace was given to each of us according to the measure of Christ's gift. And then he quotes Psalm 68, verse 18. When he ascended on high, he led a host of captives, and he gave gifts to men. What is this all about? Well, we'll need to look at Psalm 68. In this psalm, the Lord arises to his throne after a victory over his enemies. As he ascends, he is leading a host of captives and receiving gifts among men, even among the rebellious. But then notice from his throne, God turns and gives power and strength to his people by the end of the psalm. So Paul is not simply plucking one verse from Psalm 68 and inserting it into Ephesians 4:8. No, he's summarizing the movement of the entire psalm. So who are the hosts of captives? Well, according to Psalm 68, it's the people from Bashan. Bashan, well, the region of Bashan is located at the base of Mount Hermon on Israel's northern border between Syria and Lebanon. Mount Hermon's snow-covered peaks turn into large springs at its base to form the main headwaters of the Jordan River. People in the ancient world, here's the key here. People in the ancient world believed that Bashan, particularly Mount Hermon, was the serpent's doorway to the underworld. So in the Bible, Bashan and Mount Hermon are portrayed as Satan's base of operations on the earth. This little bit of information helps make sense of Ephesians 4. So let's go back to Ephesians 4. When Jesus ascended on high, he led a host of captives out of Satan's kingdom of chaos. And in doing so, he disarmed the rulers and authorities by taking back what the enemy has stolen from us. It's very much like what David and Solomon did when they constructed the temple in Jerusalem. What resources did they use? Guess what? From the spoil won in battles, they dedicated gifts for the maintenance of the house of the Lord. That's 1 Chronicles 26:27. That's amazing. And notice what Paul is doing here in Ephesians. He says there's one body and one spirit, just as you were called to the one hope that belongs to your call. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. But grace was given to each one of us according to the measure of Christ's gift. And these gifts, my friends, are to be dedicated to the building up of God's house. What will the Lord do through you?